Hello, hello. Hello. Fuck are we all? It's been a hot minute. Definitely been a hot minute. Yeah. So today I'm in a good place right now. I don't have a lot of pressure on me at the moment to get coils done. No pressure from work. So yeah. So I thought that I might come on and may as well do a tutorial. Welcome everyone. If you're watching me for the first time, welcome. Anyone who's come back, thank you. So today, obviously, we're going to do some staggered fuse Claptons. Oh shit, it's that guy. I wonder what video game he's going to play. Yeah, I'm going to do a video game of playing with wire. Yeah, but let's be productive with I say. No, I'm just kidding. I hope the sound's alright, the camera's alright. It's been a while since I've used this, obviously. Yeah, yeah. Not a lot to talk about. I've got a beer here. I can't quite tell if my video is all good because I can't quite see the whole screen on OBS, so I'm sort of winging the capture because I don't know, kind of cutting in and out. Is it peaking? Is it peaking too much? Like choppy, like chop chop. Something just happened there. Is it all good now? Is it good now? Everything seems to be excellent. I don't know what's going on with the sound, but it's not going to be any good if I'm trying to explain what I'm doing and people can't hear. There is a little bit of a delay as well, I see. Finally learned how to make aliens. I've been struggling with static food pattern. Alright man, you're on the right video right here because I'm going to show you a way of staggering that is it's wasteful, yes, but the success rate of it is 95%. No, I'm not taking any more clothes off, Frank. I knew you'd make a comment there. Alright, so we may as well get into it. Kids are going to be home in a couple of hours, so I want to have this stream done before then. So I've got some, it's all in the description here. I have wire optim, 30 gauge nichrome 80, which I'll try and convert the best I can with the measurements. So I'm going to take, because I want to get one set of coils on a 4.5mm ID, and I'm gonna need 5 inches, 6 inches for both of them. So I'm gonna go 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go 350 mils. That is about 12, say about 15 inches, maybe. I'm not sure. Frank can do the conversion, eh? Oh, actually, let's not do that. Let's go 8.5, 8, 9, 10. Let's go 10 inches twice, eh? Yeah, we'll do 10 inches twice, and that'll be 2 frames. So just over 250 mil. Just over 250 mil. Can you see I'm up to all good? I think you can. I've got marks on my bench, so I don't need to use a ruler at all. So we'll just chuck one end into a swivel. So we'll just do the frames one by one. You do a little bit extra so that you've got room to attach the wire and not end up too short. I've got this swivel here. I've just cut one ring off it, which I'll chuck into my drill chuck. I also have a clamp, handy dandy clamp, and that will just hold my drill to the bench while I'm fusing. So what you can do here, because this is a wasteful way of doing this, yeah, so I've just hooked that wire into the drill, spinning it the way I'm going to stagger it, just to lock it in there. Yeah, so because this is a wasteful way of doing the staggering, I'm going to use a wire that I don't use a hell of a lot of to make the spaces. And that would be stainless. Right. So Nichrome 80 40 gauge, that's what we're going to leave on the stagger, on the core frame, the frame wire. And I'm going to pull to one side. I'm going to pull the stainless steel. I'm going to put that down on my left hand side because that is going to be the side that I'm going to be pulling the wire off from. You'll get what I mean. So my waste wire is put on this side of me. My wire that I'm leaving as a stag wire is going to go on that side of me, so that when I go to take it off, I know that the wire that's on this side is the wire to take off, and the wire on that side is going to get left there untouched. So I'll do the same with the Nichrome. put it down my right hand side. I'm just going, just pulling about 12 foot, about the length of my, you know, the arm span twice, and that'll give us a little bit extra than what we need. Hello, Live Lounge. Who have we got here? We got Pete or Chris? Alright, so I'm in the forward motion. I'll do a bit of a zoom in. And I need my leave my hair alone, Frank. Yeah, that is one thing that you'll need for this as well. Some magnifying specs. If you're just learning to build, probably not the best coil to learn on. You want to make sure you've got all your Claptons sort of down pack. There's staggered fuse Claptons maybe. Alright, so I've got that started. Let's have a look here. Here it is. Hey Pete, hope the night shift's treating you right, mate. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at this. Get my thing the right way. Get my thing the right way. Alright, can you see that? So we've got the stainless wire down here, it's closest to the drill. We've got the nichrome wire right here, closer to the swivel. Alright, we're going to use a little bit of water to wet our fingers for a little bit of lube. And just I'll just take this off for a minute. So I'm putting my stainless wire into here, putting my nichrome wire over here. So I've got stainless on this side of my finger, nichrome on this side of the finger, using my ring finger to hold tension on the stainless wire, and my thumb to hold tension on the nichrome 80. And away we go. If you've got earbuds in, just mute for a minute. Pete, it's only sexual if you make it sexual. I can't get a good frickin' view on that. For fuck's sakes. Alright, yeah, I'm still not a cameraman. I'm still just a coil builder. Alright, this can happen. You see that? Shit can happen. Shit can happen. Can you see that? Yes, I need to manually focus because this thing is a bitch. Where's my manual focus? Autofocus, manual focus. Okay, you can just see that. So what's happened here is one of the wires has gone over the top, and it's not it's not fusing properly. It's not going parallel. So we'll just undo that. Flies in my face. That's what I was meant to do before I started this, was spray the room. Okay. So when you're correcting the wires to go back to parallel, just go slowly to start off. And once you're past the already creased fuse wire, you can flip it away again. Now, because you've already got a wire inside the stagger, when you release the tension, fucking fly, man, go away. When you release the tension, it's not going to spring back so much, so you can go as close to the swivel as you want, just leaving a little bit of room there, just in case. Alright, so now I'm going to cut my stainless steel at about 3 or 4 inches long, let that spring back, and then I will cut my nichrome 80 right up at the frame. So then I have just got the stainless steel sitting there to be pulled out, and like I say, there is a little bit of waste. Alright, hope you're following. Hope I'm explaining all good. Just gonna spray the room. One thing I can't stand in life is fucking flies. Especially when they're flying around your face. Alright, so let's take this wire off to leave a gap, eh? Alright, so stainless steel, flick your drill in reverse, remove the wire. Okay, now we should have a nicely staggered fucking wire. Okay, believe me, there is a gap there. Maybe it's just too bright. Maybe I've got too much light coming in. I wonder if I take that off, what will happen there. Okay, so my camera is going to call me a liar and not let you see that there's a stag there. There is a stag there. Because you've just taken off one wire and it's left a gap. Capiche? Garbage. Alright, going to get my hot glue, wherever that might be. Make sure it'll be here. I'm just going to light up the drill end just on the twists that you made to lock the core wire into place, and just dab my hot glue stick onto there. You don't need to actually melt the hot glue stick itself. You just heat up the wire and touch the hot glue onto the stick, onto the wire, and it'll put just enough glue on there. Can blow vape on there, make it cool down quick. Drop your cutters on the floor, that's fine. Just pick them up and carry on. So I've just cut the loop, whatever, off the swivel, and cut the tail end of that off the core wire so it doesn't catch onto anything. Now, when you take these off the swivel, you want to leave your staggered piece alone, don't touch it, and put it nicely, safely out of the way somewhere. Let's put it on that bit of paper there, and do the same again with the other frame. Pop that onto the swivel. No, I don't build naked, Peter. So no, my balls are pretty safe. What a random question. Is it hot glue you're talking about, or something else? Alright, so we've got that twisted onto both ends, clamp your drill down. I might lift that higher so then you can see the whole thing. Yeah, there you go. There you go. My fat belly. Alright, so stainless steel down that side. 1 arm span, 2 arm spans. So yeah, the wire that you take off, you want to have on your drill side. You want to lay that on the ground on your drill side. Steel, night chrome 80. On my swivel side. I haven't tried OnlyFans. I haven't tried OnlyFans yet, Frank, but I might try that. Would you be a fan of my OnlyFans? I know Pete would. That could be a whole new market, you know. Hot glue on your fucking testes. So you just want to position your wires in the correct position. Position in the position of the position. Just getting your fingernail and putting your wires together, holding your fuse wires down low so that it narrows up. You know, it's the spacing between the wires is wide down here, but it narrows up down up here, and it keeps them together, and also stops them twisting up, hooking onto each other, or you know, doing shit you don't want it to do. Alright, so I'm just going to blitz through this. Just watching it as I go. There it goes, fusing over the top again. Get rid of that. Slowly to restart. Okay, so it doesn't want to play ball. Oh, what's going on here? I'll go back just a little bit further. I think just make sure that the wires are on the correct sides, which they are. Another thing you can do is get one of these, put some masking tape onto the clamps, get your wires together and clamp down like that. I don't know if it's going to work for this size core wire, because it may end up twisting the core wire and stretching it, but it looks like it's going to be all good. As long as you hold the wires on the correct sides, that clamp will just move along itself and you'll get a perfect parallel fuse. cut your waste wire 3 or 4 inches long. Cut your wire that you're leaving on the core right up at the core, right up at the frame. Get rid of this waste. Actually, leave just a little bit. That's a drilling. It is the way you said it, Frank. It is the way you said it. So we'll just cut a bit of this off there because we'll use that to make tyres with rather than having to take more wire off the spool. Throw that in the bin. Put your drill in reverse. Just make sure that when you start, you're not catching the wire that you want to leave on there. Just looking, making sure that it is staggered, which it is, which is good. It's what you want. Just release the pressure off your drill so that when you put the hot glue or the torch on, when you put the flame on your wire, it doesn't stretch and snap. I've had that happen so many times because I've forgotten to take the tension off. It is a right pain in the ass. Woo! She's a bit dry. Where's that juice of mine? How's everyone been anyway? Hope you've all been well, been looking after yourselves. You got the vaccine yet? I don't. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Let's drop this down a little bit. How's the is the picture big enough for you guys as well? I don't know because I'm not watching myself on YouTube. Yeah? Yeah. Does it need to be bigger? Or is it just right? So cut this off. Cut the loop and pull the drill back so that you don't have to battle with cutting the loop off the swivel. It's hard to hold. Right, and then you just cut the hook that it leaves off. There is a giant black border. Get off there. Put it in a safe place. Alright, let's sort out this giant black border, eh? Needs to be bigger. See, if I go bigger, Frank, it's going to make... hey, Josh. If I make my screen bigger, then it's going to zoom in. I'll send you a pic of it. It's fine, just to be full screen. Try turning your camera 90 degrees the other way. Oh, okay, I'll try that. I'll flip around at the same time. No, it didn't work. It just made me narrow. Made me narrow, bro. Okay, so we go back this way. Sorry for fucking around with the camera. Just haven't used OBS in a while. Hey, I made this. That's a 10 core stagger fuse Clapton. Woo! All 2 inches of it. that was better? No. Okay. I'll have to sort this out later on. But so long as I'm in the middle of the screen, it should be all good, right? And up a little bit. Just cut me out of it. See if I can zoom out some. I can zoom in, can't zoom out. Okay. I'm just going to have to make it small again. Good now. No, because you can't see the swivel. You need to see everything. Maybe that's just the angle of the camera. Maybe that's just the angle of the camera. Fuck, I hate this, man. Fuck, I hate this. Alright. I'll just check to make sure that it's in the right place. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. Move your drill out of your way. So we have, what did I say it was? 2 times 250. So now we want our ribbon wire. Kanthal 0.3. And we're going to go down there. Going to grab the right end of it and pull off your spool. One at 250, or 10 inches if you like. Give it a bit of a tug, that's what she said, to make sure it's straight. I'll just cut it a little further back from the 250 mark, and then I'm going to do 2 at just over 500 mils. So what's that? It's 5 holes of 20 inches. Cut the bend off the tail end. 1, 2. Again, cut the bend off the tail end so it doesn't get in your way. Oh, look, you can see now. You can see here. Alright, so we'll grab this one that's half the length, and we'll just bend the top end to make a bit of a hook. This is the way I do it anyway. So I've just bent, you can't see, I've just bent that to make a loop, but it's not actually in half. Okay. And then we'll grab our other 2, put the 4 ends together, so you've just folded it in half, pull it down in the middle, make sure that they're in the correct alignment. Grab this half one, and put the loop into the inside of those 2 loops. Like so. So you've got the 2 longer pieces on the outside and the short piece on the inside. Then we'll grab one of these bits of wire that we cut off our waist and tie them together. What's Pete going to try this weekend? Going to try the DSLR this weekend. That should be fun. That should be fun. That should be fun. Alright, so we'll just tie and tie and tie and tie. You don't have to do it that much, but I'm just making sure it's all good. Cut that wire off there, cut the tail off there. So you end up with this. You can see the tail of that short loop down by my finger there. Just a little bit of a gap in there. That is all good. It's not going to affect the build too much at all. You can tie it down there if you want, but meh. Alright. So now what I've done is I've just tied the wire back on there, back onto those ribbons, up close to that loop, and I'll get my hot glue. What that's done is it's just made all the ribbon sit nice and tightly together, so they're not fanned out when you hot glue the stick, which will create issues when you fuse. So I've just hot glued the tie that has made the loop. Now I'll put it into my swivel and grab the wire that I tied on there and haven't glued and just run it down to the bottom, leaving about half an inch of tail, and just tie that up properly, making sure that all the ribbon is how it's supposed to be. If it's managed to roll over or twist up or anything, you can pull this bit of wire right off and try again from the top, but you run it down from the top so that gives you the best chance of getting your ribbon right the first time. So now I'll just hot glue this in. You see what I'm doing here? I'm heating up the wire, dipping it into the hot glue, not heating the hot glue and dipping it into the wire. Okay, so now we've got that. Take it off the swivel. Grab your two frames, which you've had nicely stored away. Cut the ends off. Just put it up next to your ribbon stick and make sure you've got enough there, and cut your loops as close to the ribbon stick loop as you can. So then you end up that's the end of your stag wire that you're going to put up by your swivel. Alright. Get them all together, making sure that your ribbon stick is facing the right way. Get that tie wire. So I've just got them in my fingers, like so. Up the camera. You get it. Tying them all together, making sure that everything stays in the right place. It'll want to, the frames will want to come over the top of the ribbon wire, so please just to give it a squeeze back into place. Squeeze and tie, squeeze and tie. Come down the length of it just a little bit to get all your wires as close as possible to each other. remembering not to pull your stag. And that's what you want to end up with. Hold on. That is what you want to end up with. Yeah, with those ribbons kind of long, the frame's kind of short. That's all good. And then I'll just glue these all together a little bit. You can burn off all that glue. That doesn't matter because you're just putting more on. Yeah. Once it's cooled down a little bit, you can cut the tails off your ribbon, make it all nice and tidy. Get your drill, put your ribbon loop back on your swivel. There's a little trick I have. There is a little trick I have, which I will tell you about. And it is in my little container here. So I have got these things which I've made over a 3mm bit. I'm going to use 2 of them. Actually, I'll just use 1 of them. So it's just a piece of like 22 or 24 gauge wire, just wound over a 3mm. Six, 7, 8 times. And then you just slide that over your prep work. Bend your frame legs, bend your ribbon. I always like to just leave the 5th one in line. So you end up with something like that. Something like that. It's not perfect, but that'll do. Yeah, so this is just release the frames out of it. So all that little bit of wire that I just showed you does is it just holds everything together instead of using a peg or hair clips or paper clips or whatever that are more than likely going to disrupt your stags. So you just want to make sure that that's on at the end, you know, a little bit back from the end, just so that when it spins over, they're not going to go. Yeah. So we'll clamp our drill back to the back to the bench. Pull it a little bit taut. Doesn't have to be super tight. Making sure that our swivel is closed. Everything down here is lining up perfectly. We'll grab our 40 gauge nichrome again. chuck it into our chuck. Just feed it through the centre of the chuck and start. I think this ribbon is a little bit tight. You want it tight enough that it's not going to be too tight for your swivel to turn, but also not too loose for your ribbon wire to roll over and twist. Put a little bit of finger on, a little bit of water on your finger that you're going to be holding your spool with. Just gives it a bit of lubrication, stops it jerking, and just makes for a smoother fuse. Slow your drill down, get started. And you see that the swivel's not turning that well. I'm still just a little bit too tight, so I'll just clamp your wire onto your spool under your clamp on your bench a little bit, push the drill forward and try again. Right. Hope you can see that alright. So for some reason my autofocus isn't working. Let's turn the brightness down a little, contrast down. So, okay, we'll just use the low settings there. Okay. Alright, so now we've got our fuse wire ready to go and our tension is right. Let's fuse. With the way that we've done the stag, it should be the perfect size for the fuse wire to sit into, and you shouldn't have any issues with getting the fuse wire into the gaps unless you've moved your stagger and it's spread or closed up the gaps, and then they become offset. Like so. Don't go too fast doing this because you'll crush everything. Everything will just twist up, then crush, and you'll have to start all over again. So just take your time, do your prep properly. Don't make shortcuts. Eventually this will line up again. Even if I have to make it line up, I'll just back that up a little. I only wanted to miss one gap. Sometimes it's easier just to skip fuse, so I'm going to go full fuse on this one. Full fuse is a lot harder than skip fuse, because you have to make sure that you get into every gap and you don't get a fuse wire go twice into one gap. I mean, you know, it's not going to make any difference to the vape, but for me it's cosmetic, you know. Give it a pinch every now and then. Focused on the wire now. Good shot. Like I say, you know, if you're just starting out, this is not the best wire to try and do. Although, practice does make perfect, so if you do want to try it, by all means go ahead, but you know, just get cheap wire. Use bigger gauges to start with, like 26, 36 and 0.4, and make it easier for you to see and get a feel for it. Alright, so I think you've got the gist of fusing. I'm just going to take you away from the wire. You see that still there? Just lift this swivel up a little bit so it'll stay in one spot. And I'll get a vape as well. Where's my fucking juice? Jeez. See that, Frank? Got myself a Kennedy, brass Kennedy with pocket deck. She works fucking well with series coils, man. A little bit better with series than low res. a whole lot of backwards and forwards with these coils, with this wire, but we will get there eventually. Just keeping an eye on the ribbon stack, making sure that they all stay in line, they don't twist over, or you don't get one go underneath the rest of them and wreck your entire build. Just guide the fuse wire, and I'm looking at the shadows on the stags. Sometimes it's just easier to spot a black mark than it is to look for a gap. I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit too. Just a little. Not too much, just a little. Pinch. A lot of people use nylon pliers for pinching. I tried them, but I just didn't find they worked quite as well as just steel nose pliers. The only thing is, with the steel nose ones, you have to know your strength and just squeeze ever so lightly on the wire. Sometimes it is so much better just to do a skip fuse. I wish I just did a skip fuse on this one. It's faster because you're only fusing half the amount, and also you don't have to worry about it lining up so well. Oh well, we're getting there slowly. We've got about an inch. Oh God. These are really good vaping coils too, staggered fuse, staple staggered fuse Claptons. Probably one of the best out there. They are so customizable to what you want, whether you want hard hitting flavour or hard hitting clouds. You can go super low, really dial in your resistance with these. And you can get some really good art coils out of them. First time I made one of these, it probably took me about 6 hours. Fuck, that was tough. Just got to turn my fan on. Getting bloody hot. Pretty bloody hot. Well, what's going on here? You can see a bit better with this extra light now. I was hoping that this would be a little bit quicker, but I don't know. My stag. My stag. My fucking stag. They're the same size, they're just not lining up all that well. Yeah, it is almost winter here, bro. Well, it is winter. But hey, I've got the camera on me, man. Got the camera on me. Trying to make light of a tough situation. You son of a bitch, get in there. You know what? This is going to take too long, so I am going to just pull it all off and do a skip fuse and show you how much faster that is. Because I'm not going to spend all night doing this. Just got to be gentle taking this off. Make sure that stays up there so your wires don't come flying out. Alright. Sorry for my impatience there, but I've got plenty of other shit I need to do. So, instead of doing a full fuse like we just did, we're going to go skip fuse, which means we'll just skip every other gap. So we'll fuse one, skip one, fuse one, skip one. I'll show you how that looks shortly. See, already off to a better start. If you get the right angle, you can just hold it there while it feeds on. If you get the right tension, they'll all just go on there nicely. Everything will just be flat. You won't have to pinch until later on. Why didn't I just do this from the start? Focus on my motherfucker. So you can see there's a gap in between each one. Just to change the angle a little bit. Change it again. Oh, we want to go zigzag again. Alright, I'll play you a game more. Yeah, I've got to zigzag the whole way again, or for a little bit at least. Yeah, get in there. Still faster than full fuse. Still faster than a full fuse. Excuse me. Yeah, I can see it's going to line up a bit better now. I can see why it's been so tough, because the stag has messed up, probably from where I put the clamp on. If you're going to do that, you're better off to do the whole thing. I mean, I don't know if you can see that one, but yeah, the stag's not that even. It opens up a little bit after a couple of turns there. Which will be good, because that's what I need it to do. There we go. There we go. to here. A little bit more. It really gets to your shoulders doing this. Just light away just a little. Move the light back in just a little. This light is good, but it's a pain in the ass at the same time. Nearing the end. I'd normally have music playing, but yeah, every time I played music on a YouTube video, I've said, copyright, copyright. So I'm not even gonna attempt that anymore, even though the music I was playing was not copyrighted. My shoulders. Yeah, these coils take a long time to do, but once you've got it done, it's so rewarding. If you want to, if you're trying to build a pretty coil, it's so rewarding once these are done. You wrap them up and they look so cool. And if you can get a good picture of them, oh man, so rewarding. Trying to keep this video under 2 hours. Well, there's 10 minutes to go for that. So we might go over just a little bit. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to spread this one out a little bit. It's not moving, that's why. So I'm just going to push that one in a little bit. I can't move this one out a little bit because it's wrapped tight around the core wire, won't move. That's why it's making it so hard to fuse. You little critter. Yeah, you want to try and make sure that your stag wire is, once you've got your gaps in there, you just want to make sure that it can move ever so slightly. It's got like not too much tension wrapped around that frame wire. Which I did not do. I just went for it. It'd be good for a pitchfork, but not so much a staple staggered fused. Oh, my shoulders. Carrying some tension. Oh. Sorry, I just need to stretch a little. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Gosh, golly. Golly, gosh. Alright, let's get this thing finished. My kids will be home in a minute. I'm going to take the boy to his rugby training. I want to have this done and wrapped up before that. I could have done this as a pre-recorded video, but fuck that, man. I don't have time to edit. So we'll just go live and point out the things, show you the things that you shouldn't do. When doing these coils. Now there are other tutorials doing what I'm doing here. Some things are a little bit different, some things are the same. I've taken bits from each and just made them work for me. Meshed them together and made them work. Inch and a half to go. Woohoo! Hey, if you've hung around this long from the start, congratulations. It's a huge milestone. Surprised you haven't got bored and gone. Hello. I'm just on YouTube, Corey. I'm on YouTube. I'm doing a live. Just go inside. Just go get ready for your rugby, eh? Make your lunch for tomorrow. What? Okay. I'll be in soon, okay? Are we going to make under 2.5 hours for this? Is it going to happen? I think it might happen. 2 hours, 30 minutes or less. I don't know if My shoulders can take much more of this. And there we go. Woo! Done. Done, done, done. Just clip this off here. Put your little wiry coily thing away. Get it off with the drill. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm so tense in my shoulders now. Alright, so now we've got that done. You don't have to do this part, but I do it because it makes everything tidy up. It makes it all nice and shiny. You can do it with a pasta roller, but I just do it with an old mod. Just lightly roll over it. Over one side, and then go over the opposite side. And then that just flattens it all out. Make sure that the fuse wire gets into all the gaps properly. You're going to have a look at it and find your side that doesn't have so much of an angle on the fuse wire. And get rid of these. Put my hat back on. Alright, so I've got my 4.5mm bit. I've just bored out my my gig vape coil jig. I've just bored it out so I can fit up to 4.5mm. Alright, now we get the end of it, put it in our tweezers like so, our pliers, sorry. Put your drill bit down, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to get 2 coils out of this. I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. With the leg off. Gosh darn it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. One, two, three. No, I'm going to have to come back and do the second one later. So I'll show you the first one. That would have been plenty enough for a 3 or 3.5mm bit for 6 wraps, but not 4.5. Yeah, there you have it. Stable staggered fuse Clapton, custom build. Thank you for joining. Thank you for putting up with the slow build. Not all of them are that slow, but yeah, I will be back again probably next week with another build. Leave a comment if you want, like, you know, drop a comment in and tell me what build you want to see built, what build you want to learn. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, if you learned something. If you didn't learn anything, thumbs down if it sucked. It's all good. Alright, thanks for joining, thanks for making it to the end. We'll see you next time. Peace!